Hey everybody, today we're going to learn how to make a little scavenger hunt thing with ThingLink, Street View, and with Onshape. So this is a kind of a student version of how to make kind of an easy sort of one scene scavenger hunt. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the your App Store or Google Play and download Google Street View. And then once you do that, you need to go to a room of your house or maybe somewhere in your backyard where you could find 2, maybe 3 objects to draw on Onshape. Simple kind of objects that you could draw and dimension, and then someone else can replicate it exactly. So don't make it too complicated, kind of easy shapes. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go outside into my backyard, kind of freeze. It's a little freezing out there, but that's okay. And I'm going to take a 360 kind of view of my backyard using Google Street View. So once you have Google Street View downloaded, you can start this first step of the process. Okay, I'm out here in the middle of my yard, and I'm going to use Google Street View to make a 360 picture of my backyard. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on create, and we want to do a photo sphere. So we'll click on that, and what you'll see is that they have these little dots. So it's important, and I'm in like a foot of snow, but whatever. It's important that you kind of stay in one spot and you spin around. So you kind of go up until you hit the circle, and then it takes a picture, and then you kind of turn and you keep taking the pictures. And what you'll see, you stay still and just turn your body around. Keep your feet kind of in the same spot, but kind of spin around. You're going to see all these pictures in my backyard. And I'm not clicking it, I'm just, once it's in the circle, it takes the picture for me. Okay, so now I'm going to do below me. It's just going to be a lot of snow, actually. And then I think I got some up here for the... I got to take... But my feet are kind of staying in the same spot as I'm spinning around here. I think I got them all, so I'm going to hit the green check now. And what it's going to do is it's going to create the picture. So we can go ahead now, and what it's going to do is, it's right now it says processing the photosphere, and it's the one that's kind of downloading right now. So this is uploaded now. It's called a photosphere, the 360 view. So we can click on it, and you can kind of see it now. So it put it together for us. It's not always perfect, but it's pretty good. Like you can look down, and my feet aren't there, but you kind of want to be in the middle of the room when you do it. And so all I did there, just to show you what I did, was you click on it, click on the actual picture, and it looks like this. Now what you don't want to do, don't publish it to Google Maps. Instead, you want to use the share button. You want to share privately, so it's not on Google Maps. So when you click on share privately, it'll pop up saying, hey, how do you want to share this? And hopefully you have Gmail on your account somewhere. There's Gmail. There it is. It was the first one. And you can just kind of email it to yourself. It's calling me. You could just email it to yourself. There we go. And it's attached. Sorry, I got these notifications popping up. It's attached now down here. And now I can just email it to myself. But it is kind of cool just to look at it like this for now. But then once we look at a computer, we'll be able to take that file and upload it to ThingLink. All right, the next step is to go to thinglink.com, and basically you're going to do a educational account, so sign up for as a student and you should get a free account. So this is what it looks like when you sign in to ThingLink after you've made your account. And what you're going to do is you're going to upload a new picture. So we're going to hit create. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Before we do that, I forgot I emailed that picture to myself. So you can see this is what the picture looks like. And it's a 360-degree picture. It's kind of weird because this is the back of my yard and this is my house in the front of the yard. But at any rate, what we're going to do is we're just going to download it or save it to your drive. And there it is. It's down here at the bottom. And it's in my downloads folder. And then I'll hit create right in here. We're going to create a new ThingLink. So we need a picture for that. And there's the picture in my downloads. So open it up. It'll load. And then we should be able to access it down here. Perfect. We can change the name to, or whatever, or actually I just edited it. I right-clicked and edited. I'll go back to show you that. So I went over here and I clicked on the corner here and I said edit. And now you can kind of see this is what my backyard looks like. So you got to kind of pick something to draw an on-shape because it has to be something that's back here. I'm going to draw a pine tree, whatever this is, some sort of evergreen tree. I'll draw one of those in on shape. And there's a boat over here. It's not my boat. It's my neighbor's boat. Unfortunately, I don't have a boat, but that's okay. I'll draw a boat, and I'm going to draw a tree. And then what we'll do is we're going to add tags. So basically, like over here, this is where we can add links to our picture. So we're going to add some tags, these sort of tags, on our picture at some point in a little bit. So you can kind of go away from ThingLink for now and then go to Onshape to start drawing our parts. So I'm going to sign into Onshape and then I'm going to draw the tree and the boat. All right, so that's the first object for my scavenger hunt. Let's go ahead now and do the boat, and then we'll make some drawing sheets that we'll use. So let's do the boat next. All right, so this is not like an awesome boat by any means. It doesn't even look like the boat in my backyard. That's my neighbor's boat. It's a sailboat, but whatever. It's not a big deal. It's the idea of boat, I guess. All right, so the next thing we want to do is, with our pine tree and our boat, we want to create a set of drawing sheets. What we're going to do is we're going to dimension these so that someone else could recreate them exactly. So I'm going to go in now and I'm going to dimension both of them. We're going to do 2 sheets. Okay, so let's just open up the browser first. We'll click the plus sign. There are 2 sheets now. First sheet, we'll do the tree. And the second sheet, we'll do the boat. And we'll use these on our ThingLink eventually. All right, let's get started dimensioning. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've dimensioned both of these drawings. Here's the boat, here's the tree. You might need to put notes in here or use a detail. The detail is right there to kind of explain some of the stuff in your drawing. You know, if you can get away with less dimensions, the better, but the person has to be able to replicate this exactly, this part exactly. So here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna come up here to the three little dots and we're gonna click print. And it makes a PDF for us. So it makes a PDF with both of them on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to click the print button and save as PDF because I need to save these separately. So I'm gonna say page 1, that's my tree. We'll click save. And I'm gonna put this in my Google Drive. I'm gonna save it in a document. Let's just, let's see here. I'm gonna go in and we'll save it in a new folder called Backyard Scavenger Hunt. Okay, that's gonna be the folder. And we'll name this tree. And then we'll do the same thing for the boat. That's page 2. And there's the boat. So these PDFs are both saved on our drive. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna start putting in some of this stuff into our ThingLink. All right, so we're back on ThingLink, and this is the picture that I imported a little while ago. So I'm gonna click on this and click on edit. And now you can see here's our backyard, and the tree that I was going to tag is this one right here. So we're gonna click add tag. We're gonna move it so it's right there in the middle of the tree. And we're gonna do it text and media. So we want it to be that. All right, first thing we're gonna do is to pick a tag, and we can pick any of these things. Let's go ahead and pick like, let's pick a picture one, because that's kind of what we're showing. We're showing a dimension. So we could pick like, I don't know, this looks like a good one. So that'll be the icon. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Drive. So I've went to my Drive folder already. This is the drawing in my Drive, the PDF. I'm gonna right click on it. I'm gonna get link. Let's make sure that anyone with the link can open it up. Click copy link. And then we'll come back over to ThingLink and we'll put it in right where it says button URL. We'll paste it there. So now this is where they will go to get the blueprint with the working drawing. So you put that right there and say something for the title. Say click here, draw the pine tree. All right, so now we click done. What's kind of cool is that when we click on it, it looks like this, and then we click on this, and then it brings us right to the pine tree. Okay, so that's good. And we need to do the same thing for the boat. Next thing we're going to do is to make a Google form so that way the people can put the volume answers into a form. So we'll do that with the tag in a little bit, but let's go to our Drive first. And what we'll do is we'll say new Google form, create and share. And we'll just say this is the backyard Scavenger Hunt. And what we'll say is we'll ask for the name. What is your name? You can put email address in, whatever you want, right? And then we'll add another one in and we'll say what is the volume of the boat and the tree, volume of the tree. We're gonna make this a short answer, make it required. We'll duplicate it and we'll do the same thing for the boat. And now what we need to do is we need to put in basically make it like a quiz kind of. So we're gonna do response validation for each one. All right, so what that means is that we need the number to be like in between two things, right? So we're gonna put between, and we'll do the same thing for the boat, a number between. And now we just need to go and check what the volumes of the tree and the boat are to add our response validation. So we're gonna go to Onshape and we're gonna go to the actual Art Studios. Here's the tree. We'll click on it and we'll click on the part, and then we're also going to click down here where there's the mass and volume properties, and we can see that the volume of the tree is 544.414. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of copy that right now, and we're going to bring it over here. And so the number, I'm going to put the number here for right now, just so I can remember it. I think what we'll do is we'll say to the nearest whole number. So maybe we'll say in between 544 and 545. That way, if they're a little off with rounding, it's not a big deal. All right. So over here, what we can do is we can say, if they don't get it right, they'll see something that says, try again. Right? And they won't be able to submit the form until they get it right. So let's do the same thing for the tree. So the tree was, or wait, for the boat, sorry. So the boat is over here. And I think this was what I ended up using for the boat. So it's 27.94 was our volume. So what we'll do is we'll say in between 27 and 28. And once again, we could say try again if they don't get it right. Okay. So now what this looks like is what we can do is we can look at the preview and we put, we can say, what is the volume of the tree? Now, if we put in 65, we could say, oh, it's not right. But if the person goes into the tree and sees that the volume was 544.4, they could put that in 544.4, and you can see that it doesn't give them an error answer. And so the idea is once they submit it, they pass the scavenger hunt sort of thing. And you can kind of be creative with this. Like you can say, let's say after they get through this, we can add a section. Oh, that's not right. We didn't want that. We add a section down here, and this section could just be like, congratulations. And we can put like a picture in here or something like that. So we can put a picture like that. We'll look for a picture. There you go. You put a video in there, whatever, So there it is. So, woohoo, right? So if we go back to the live form, let me try to do that again. I think the boat was like 544. No, it wasn't. It's at the tree. Yep, and the boat was like 28 or something like that. Yeah, that's good. And we hit next and say, congratulations, you did it, right? So you could be creative with how you want to celebrate. And then that's basically it. So now what we need to do is we need to get that live form link into ThingLink. So we'll go to our preview for our live form. We're going to copy this. We're going to go back to ThingLink and we'll add a tag. I'll put it in the middle maybe. And we'll just do, let's try content for website. There we go. And we'll copy or we'll paste the form in there. And since this is sort of like a question, there's like a question mark we could use. Let's see here. New. How about assert, like one of these or something like that? That's probably good. And so we'll hit done, and now they can actually click on this and fill it in ThingLink. So you can go ahead and you can add more and more of these, and you can add on to it. And that's sort of the idea. So when you're done, you click done, and then what we can do is we can click on it like this. And so this is our live ThingLink. So we could take this and we can copy this and we can put it on Google Classroom or send it to someone or whatever. And you can use VR goggles if you want to look at it. Other ideas would be to make little videos to help with the drawing the blueprints or whatever. So that's sort of the idea here in terms of you could add lots of things. So you can add, anything that is on the internet, you could basically add on to your ThingLink. And all you gotta do is to copy this. This is a public link for you to share. So that's how you do it. That's how you make a very simple scavenger hunt with a one scene ThingLink, like a one picture ThingLink.